Jill Lewis, could you say something about the role of women in senior management? Because there doesn't seem to be too many.
This is a thing I feel quite powerfully about. It's not surprising that it's a question that's often raised, given that in Switzerland, above all other countries, it's extremely unusual for a woman to be doing a job at the level that I'm doing. And indeed, in 1970-something, I was named Businesswoman of the Year in the United Kingdom, which is rather like being Miss World 1931, because, you know, there was no competition. During that period, I was a great disappointment to the media, because they said to me, well, what does it take to be a successful woman? And I used to say, largely the same as to be a successful man. I'm very much against affirmative action programs. I think they do harm. I don't see how you can change the habits of millennia, of the man playing the role of the hunter-gatherer, the woman playing the role of the mother and the home provider, just overnight. You simply can't do it. And if you try to force it, you're going to do harm. I see young women coming through now who are perhaps the first generation that are going to be, well, liberated is an overused word, but who are going to have a choice in terms of the childbearing thing, and whether they can be freed from the normal constraints of childbearing, with everything that goes with it, with the fact that parents bear more equally the responsibility of bringing up children, with the fact that the employers are more and more realistic about the fact that if they have a competent woman, they're going to have to make some allowances. I think the generation of young women who are coming through now not only are going to have greater opportunities, but they're also going to be better prepared. And the young men they're being educated with are better prepared to treat them as equals too. So I think the world is changing pretty fast. And I think a lot of the affirmative action programs that people do actually cause positive harm, because they end up saying, why is Miss or Mrs. X in the job? The answer is because she's a woman. Miss or Mrs. X should be in the job because she's competent. Now, having said that, I guess on a purely personal level, if I've got two candidates for a job I'm seeking to fill, who are of equal competence, I mean genuinely equal competence, and I had to make a decision between the two of them, I suppose in the interest of the cause, if you will, I might choose the woman. But only a woman that I was sure was going to follow through, because earlier in my career I have been, from time to time, quite disappointed by women that I have recruited.